जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा श्रील प्रभुपादा निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय षडगोस्वामी वृंदावन की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल प्रभु जी आई एम ऑडिबल क्लियर ना थैंक यू प्रभु ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हरे कृष्णा वी आर रीडिंग Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 13, the Lord's dancing at Ratha-Yatra. Up to 109 sloka, last week we discussed. Today, 13.110. Seifanalana Subhananda Kailapanam Krishna Prema Rasika Tenho Mahabhagyavan. Translation. The foam that fell from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken and drunk by Subhananda because he was very fortunate and expert in releasing the mellow of ecstatic love of Krishna. So we are enjoying how Ratha-Yatra is happening, how Bhagavan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibiting the Ashtasadhya Bhava. It started from, I think, before sloka 105. Yeah, from 106 started, I think. Everyone saw the explanation of his body change from white to pink. So, okay. Nicely, Mataji explained. It's her own professional way, how the body color changes. White, remember, right? This coming, we'll discuss about the Ashtavikara Bhava today. What is Ashtavikara Bhava? What are the kinds of types of we'll discuss today. So here, today's sloka, Subhananda is very expert. He is the 56th branch of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tree, formerly living in Vrindavana as Malati. One of the Kirtanya performers who danced in front of Ratha-Yatra. Very expert in Kirtanya, expert in dancing. He is more fortunate taking the foam which is coming from Mahaprabhu's mouth, he immediately drank. We should understand the pure devotee's mood. So when Mahaprabhu came to Srirangam also, the Venkata Bhatta, Brahmana washed Mahaprabhu's feet and he drank and he given the Charnamrita to all his whole family. So similarly, we should understand whatever coming, or Vaishnavas, Acharyas, Father Duli, Charnamrita, and bathing droplets. So whatever, we shouldn't miss out. That's why mentioned here is more fortunate to get that foam which is coming from Mahaprabhu's mouth. And he stayed in Vrindavan as a Malathi is mentioned here. He is also present in the Keturi festival. Something message coming. What is that message? I not read. Please repeat the text number. Yes, Mataji. Text number 13.110. Okay. Text 1111. Ei Matha Tandava Nritya Kaila Katha Krishna Katakshana Bhava Vishesha Prabhura Praveshila Mana. After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed his devastating dance for some time, his mind entered into a mood of ecstatic love. First, we will discuss the Ashtavikara Bhava, then we'll go one by one slokas. Then we can understand each sloka, how Mahaprabhu exhibiting this mood. Ashtavikara, how many of you remember all those eight symptoms? I think you heard all those things, correct? Ashtavikara Bhava, or Sadvika Vihara, or Sadvika Bhava. Anyhow, I'll repeat one by one. You can make a note. The eight Sadvika Bhava are paralysis, perspiration, hairs standing on end, choking of the voice, trembling, changing color, tears, and fainting. These are all the symptoms. I'll stay in one by one. The first one is paralysis. It is called stamba. Stamba means stand still. Our external body will not move. Stand still. Freezing like that. It arises from the different what do you call emotions. There's joy, fear, astonishment, disappointment, or sorrow, and indignation. These are all the five symptoms mainly indicates the paralysis or stamba. And second one is we will go detail examples also with the joy, fear, astonishment, everything. Second one is sweta or perspiration. It is called profuse sweating. It is arises from joy, fear, anger. Three symptoms are there. And third one is romancha, horripilation. The bodily hairs stand on end. It arises from joy, fear, enthusiasm, astonishment. These four symptoms will be there. This all everything exhibited by Mahaprabhu in this Ratha-Yatra. The fourth one is Swarabheda. Swarabheda means choked up voice or faltering or breaking the voice. It arises from sorrow or lamentation, astonishment, anger, joy, fear. These five symptoms in the, coming under the Swarabheda. The fifth one is Vepatu. That is trembling, shivering or shaking of the body. It arises extremely fear, anger, and joy. The sixth one is Vaivarnya, that is change of color. That is, we have seen the slokas on the 106, changing the color. The body turns into pale color, or that we read in yellow, no, sorry, white. It arises due to grief, anger, and fear. And seventh one is Ashru. Ashru means tears, profuse weeping of tears of love, not of our sorrow. Tears become because of love, tears coming from our eyes. It arises due to joy, anger, and grief or disappointment. These are the three symptoms, signs. Last one is pralaya, that is devastation or sweeping. Fainting or a complete loss of external consciousness. It arises due to either happiness or distress. These are all the eight symptoms. See, when we read, when the prana, our life air taking shelter of this Panchabuddha with either earth, sky, or water, air, whatever could be. Depending upon that situation, the ecstatic sadhvika bhava is exhibited. For example, when prana takes shelter of earth element, this paralysis arises. When the prana takes shelter of the water element, tears arises. When the prana or life air takes shelter of the fire element, perspiration or change of color arises. When the prana takes shelter of the ether element, painting arises. When the prana taking shelter of the air also 3 degrees are there. In a small degree, the hair stands on end. When the prana takes shelter of the air itself in a moderate level, our body starts shaking. When the prana takes shelter of itself to the extreme level, the voice choked up. So these are all the symptoms how our life air is taking shelter of this Panchabhuta. Accordingly, our this Sadhvika Bhava is exhibited. As we discussed here, paralysis, joy, fear, astonishment, disappointment, and indignation. From joy, paralysis arises from joy means damsels, example given here. The damsels of Raja after past times of laughter, humor and exchanges of glances due to follow him with their eyes. Thus they sat down with a stunned intelligent and could not finish their household duties. This is the best example given in third canto. 3.2.14. We can make a note. So when damsels of Raja, after pastimes of laughter, humor and exchange with glances. So they are recalling that incident, they stunned within them. This is the best example given here. The paralysis happened from fear. When Devaki saw her son Krishna dearer than billions of her lives being attacked by the restless, the eyes become dry and she become paralyzed. See, it happened when Krishna entered into the Kamsa arena to fighting with the restless, Chanura, Mustika, with them. Devaki also present. You can think Devaki sitting in the jail that time, after that only they released, after the Kamsa dead. So they visualized everything. The Devaki seeing this Krishna wrestling with the restless, she's stunned with fear because that Vasalya Baba. So what happened? What happened to my son? She was in a fear condition, that is paralysis condition. Third one is astonishment from the 10th canto. By the power of the effulgence of those Vishnu forms, Lord Brahma is 11 senses jolted by astonishment and stunned by transcendental bliss, become silent, just like a child clay doll in the presence of the village deity. So like a doll, Brahma became a doll in front of Krishna. When you see Krishna, the Brahma Vimoha Lila. This is the astonishment example. Then one more example is there. Seeing that Govardhana mountain touching the sky was held up by the hand of small child, inhabitants of Braja become immobile like a figures in the painting. Very beautiful example. When Krishna lifting the Govardhana hill, all the Brajavasis are trying to hold the Govardhana Giri with the stick. Then all are stand still like a painting. They are immovable. Looks like this is called the best example of a stamba. So the same all symptoms exhibited by Mahaprabhu in this connection. And from sorrow, one more point, sorrow. Seeing before them that Krishna was entering the stomach of Aghasura, who was the brother of Bakasura, the devatas in the sky overcome with sorrow clearly become like painted pictures. When Krishna entering the Aghasura mouth, all devatas, 33 crores devatas are seeing and very fearful, sorrow, more sorrow there. Why Krishna is entering the mouth of Aghasura. And finally, indignation. Indignation means merciless Aswathama became eager to shoot arrow on Krishna. When during battlefield, Aswathama shooting arrow towards Krishna. That's why we are seeing Krishna's face in Parthasarathi, too much dent in his face, isn't it? So similarly, Aswatthama also shooting the arrow to Krishna's face. Arjuna, though hasty to respond to his enemy, become motionless for some time because of his anger. In the exist means anger. Because of his anger, Arjuna become too much standstill. Looks like a standstill. It's a stampa level become. Why? This fellow shooting arrow towards Krishna. Because beloved Krishna, Arjuna, Krishna is Arjuna's very beloved. That's what. This is the very. Today we are discussing a little about the Ashta Sadvika Bhava. So we'll discuss, elaborate about further in future classes. Next point is perspiration. Perspiration arises from joy, fear, anger. It makes the body damp. Joy example, oh Radha, with your joyful eyes, why are you deriding the heat of the sun and emanating such an amoebial nature? I understood that you have been reached by the arrows of love, for you are perspiring on seeing lotus eye of Krishna in front of you. When Radharani seeing Krishna's eyes, eye contact, directly eye contact, she is more joyful. That's why it's mentioned here. I understand that you have been pierced by the arrows of love. There is no words to express when both are heart to heart connected or eyes to eyes connected. There is no words to express. This is because of joy. We have seen perspiration means that water, profuse sweating. Completely we are in the state. Third, from fear. Second one is fear. Perspiration becoming because of fear. Krishna one time put on the dress of Abhimanyu for fun. His servant Raktaka, thinking that he was Abhimanyu, called out to him upon impudent words. After understanding that he was actually Krishna, he became very frightened and for some time became covered with perspiration. So because of fear. Krishna putting Abhimanyu dress, then he scolded him. That is why the servant scolded him. That's why, and later on understood Krishna himself, then he is Krishna only. Then, because of this one, frustration comes from fear. Then, third one is from anger. Seeing Indra showering down excessive rain because his sacrifice had been stopped. Garuda, though situated on the cloud at a distance, become filled with anger. Profuse drops of perspiration fell from his limbs. This is one more example there. When Krishna lifting the Govardhana Giri, far away, Garuda also watching. Wherever Krishna is there, Garuda will be there, no doubt at all. Because there is no Garuda, no need to take part in this lila. That's why he is watching there. When he's seeing torrential rain by the supporting this Samartaka cloud, so Garuda is watching. Garuda is getting angry. Why this fellow putting this much rain? My Lord is lifting the goal like this. This is a symptom of perspiration. Then third one is standing of air on earth on end. This is that romancha. It is because of astonishment, joy, enthusiasm, and fear. Astonishment example given, Yasoda become astonished at seeing the heavenly middle and the lower planetary system within the mouth of Krishna. When he was beginning to crawl about, the creeper of her body began to blossom with the hairs standing on end. When Yasodhama was seeing that all heavenly planets inside the mouth of Krishna, what is the age of Krishna? Scrawling stage. So, as standard, Yasodhama as standard. This is an example of astonishment. And joy from 10th canto. Oh, Mother Earth, what austerity did you perform? Because in this lila, all the queens and Draupadi also including asking Bhuma Devi, what was your happiness when Krishna, three activities, there, three incidents they are noting down. One is Krishna is walking, rolling in Vrindavana on you. One. Second thing, Krishna is when he is lifting from this ocean, this Hiranyakshar, hidden you in that muddy water, Varahamurti lifted you. You are very close to his Varahamurti mouth. You experienced the breathing of Supreme Lord Krishna. How you felt? The third one is in Vamana Murti, our Vamana Avatara. He put his on his lotus feet on you to measure for 1 feet. The three incidents. Which one is ecstatic? Which one is the best experience to you? All queens are asking Bhuma Devi. That time, in this form of Dwaraf, or even earlier when he embraced you, which one is the best one? So, in this way, all the queens asking, Bhuma Devi expressed their feeling, all hairs are standing. She expressed in all incidents, my hairs are standing. Like that she expressed. This is the example of standing of air. This is the Romancha state. Then last, eagerness. When Krishna sounded his horn during a mock battle, before the battlefield, everyone blowing their own conchs. That time Sridhama also became very eager to fight his fight, and his body has stood on end. This is the eagerness. When we start this fight like that. So this also symptoms. Then fear. When Arjuna saw before him the Supreme Lord as the astonishing universal form, his face dried up and the hairs of his body suddenly stood on end. This is one more example. Due to fear, our hairs stand on end. This is the examples. Then fourth one is choking of voice. It is the Swarabheda. It's because of sorrow, astonishment, anger, joy, and fear. For example, lamentation or sorrow. O Queen of Vraja, all the Vrajavasis, mainly women from Vrajavasis, requesting Yasoda, Mother Yasoda, please personally take Krishna from the chariot in front of you. Jew-eyed Radha has made her friends weep by giving up bashfulness in the front of elders and uttering of these words in a choked voice. When Krishna about to leave Vrindavan is traveling to Mathura, by that time all the Vrajavasis came in front of Yasoda, headed by Radharani. All are requesting Yasodama, please tell your son to get on from the chariot, to stay in Vrindavan. He should not go. Like that, everybody, they're requesting. By the time the voice not coming very clearly, voice choked up. 50% voice. Now we listen this Kirtan no, from Bir Krishna Das. I think he was in the mood only. Okay? That is why we listen 50%, 50% not fully listen from Bir Krishna's Kirtan. Okay, this is the lamentation. And second point is astonishment. Raising very gradually and worshipping his two eyes, Lord Brahma looked up at Mukunda. Oh Brahma, Lord Brahma, his head bent down and his mind concentrated on the body trembling. Oh mind concentrated, trembling, very humbly began faltering words and the praises Lord Krishna. Brahma Vivalila, Brahma putting his head down because of astonishment when he saw the Supreme Lord, none other than Krishna only. This is example. And from anger, Krishna was their beloved, and although they were abandoned all the objects of desire for his sake, he had been speaking to them favorably nonetheless. All the Vrajavasis, when Krishna was about to leave, even though talking with a choked voice, and they are also having a little bit anger. Why Krishna is going there? Why taking to Krishna to Mathura? They don't want to leave Krishna. In this way, they are exhibiting two aspects: a choking voice with anger, choked voice with sorrow, all those things. Then fourth one is joy. Akrura beheld all this. This is because he is taking Krishna. Akrura beheld all this. He became extremely pleased and felt enthused with transcendental devotion. His intense ecstasy caused his bodily hair to stand on end, tear flow and his eyes, drenching the entire body, somehow managing to steady himself. Akrura bowed his head to the ground, then he joined his palms, supplication, and voice choked up with emotion, very slowly, attentively began to pray Krishna. This is because of joy. Because he knows everything, Akrura knows everything, what is going to happen. That's why his folded arms, folded palms is praying to Krishna. The fifth one is fear. I said your servant Patri, give me that flute, give me. When Krishna is someone taking the Krishna's flute, Krishna is requesting, give me that flute kept with me, with you. Hearing my words, the careless Patri suddenly changed color and his voice choked up. Oh Mukunda, because of his inattention, your flute has been lost. One time Krishna is losing his flute, someone taking the flute, and they noticed Patri, one of the Gopa, something somewhere who is there. Then requested, please give me back. Then Krishna losing his flute means no, it's not so easy, isn't it? So immediately, because of fear, and he has given the flute back. These are all the Krishna Lilas even. The fifth one is trembling. Trembling means, what is that? Vepatu. Vepatu means it is because of querying our limbs due to extreme fear, anger, and joy. When Sankachuda, with the increasing display of his prowess, stretched out his hand to grab Radha, she cried out, O son of the king Vraja, because of fear, her whole body began to shake. This is the best example. When Sankachuda um, trying to take Radha, that time she was crying. The second one is anger. Becoming unsteady with the anger on hearing criticism of Krishna by Sisubala, Sakadeva began to shake like a great mountain during an earthquake. Sisubala scolding continuously to Krishna. By the time Sahadeva, the fifth one from Pandavas, his body was shivering like a mountain. This is a symptom of pure devotee. And joy, because of joy, how the body getting trembling. Why are you smiling? See, I am now trembling with fear. Keep away the fickle son of Nanda who is approaching. So, Brajavasis are telling like that, please keep away. My bodies are trembling like that. Oh, foolish friend. Then sixth one is changing color. Oh, our body is changing color. Vaidharanya or fading our color. This is because of grief, anger, or fear. Grief example is separation from you. All the inhabitants of Raja have now turned white, such that Narada has mistaken Gokula for Svetadipa. Because of separation, all the Vrajavasis completely changed their color as a pale color or white color. Because of this, Narada Maharishi assumed the Gokula became a Svetadipa. What it we understand here, Svetadipa, those who are living in Svetadipa, they are always looks like a white in color. Similarly, because of separation, all are fading. That we read in the sloka 106, Mahaprabhu exhibited. It is a given example as a Malika tree, Malika flower. So here they exhibited all the Vrajavasis looks like a white in color. So Narada Maharshi directly telling maybe it is Svetadipa, like that. From grief, O Krishna, in separation from you, all the inhabitants of Raja have now turned white. Such a mistaken Gokula for Svetadipa. Then from anger, because of anger, how color changing. See how the face of angry Balrama is glowing red like a newly risen moon. When moon rising with a red color, how could be? On seeing in front of him the assistants of the Kamsa with weapons in hand ready to fight with Krishna. Before start fight with the assistants of Kamsa, Balrama seeing all the fighters against Krishna and Balrama. Balrama eyes become very reddish hot. One thing we should understand here. Supreme Lord getting angry, the eyes always it is giving comparison to moon, not sun. Similarly, we can see when Aswathama killed the young Pandavas, we can see the comparison. Arjuna eyes reddish hot molded red, copper, heat and red, right? But Krishna also eyes are red, but not that much because that is Supreme Lord. Here also Balram was seeing this opponent, but compare it is given as a comparison to moon, not sun. That means Supreme Lord always showing that mercy even though opponent people. Okay. So then third one is because of fear. How our color changes because of fear. The inhabitants of Raja were protected by Krishna, the enemy of Baka. As he lifted the huge mountain casually, the face of Indra turned black. This indicated the fear in his mind. So when the fighting happened between Baka and Krishna, Indra is lifting, the opponent is lifting the very huge mountain. Seeing this for the scene, Indra become black. Color changes completely. Okay. Then it is said that the change of color from grief is white and sometimes gray or black. Color from grief is white and sometimes gray or black. Change of color from anger is red. From fear, the color change is black and sometimes white. So two aspects we should understand. On what basis? Because of grief, color changes, it is gray or black. Because of anger, color changes, it is red or sometimes white and black also. So this is a very deep understanding how color changes. When arises from joy, color is sometimes red. When arises from the sorrow, red. So we should understand on which base color changes. Here ecstasy, that's why Mahaprabhu color changes white. Prema Bhava. The seventh one is TS, Ashru. It happens because of joy, anger, and grief. It's called a TS. How this become joy. Lotus-eyed Rukmini derided bliss because of flow of tears arising from a bliss blocked her eyes vision and of Govinda. Krishna is keep on criticizing Rukmini Devi, even though she was so blissful, because she got Supreme Lord as husband, no? That's why she's always derided bliss, because the flow of tears coming. You should understand when tears coming because of happiness, it is always cold. When tears coming because of sorrow, it always hot. Please try to cry. It should be always cold as a devotee. Don't cry with sorrow. It's always we should cry in front of the Lord. But the tears should be cold. How possible? How possible, Prabhu, this material world? You are telling controversial statement. It's not possible. Yes, possible. How? When we surrender completely, whatever we are enjoying, whatever we are getting, everything Krishna is giving. We are instrument. He is a doer. He is a karta. We are instrument. That when we understand this philosophy, definitely we will cry in front of the Lord. The water will be very cold. No doubt. But unfortunately, we are thinking, we are the doer. I am having this one. I am working hard. I am getting this much amount. I am getting this job. I am getting this position. Everything we are thinking like that. Finally, if we are having that unlimited eagerness, unlimited desire, unable to fulfill, started crying, the tears become very hard. Very simple. Just convert all those things. So here Rukmini Devi keep on crying, the water always becoming very cold. Here then because of from anger, from the lotus petal, eyes of Satyabhama, other example, best example here, Satyabhama felt tears generated by angry affection like drops of dew. She's always getting, this is another example of Satyabhama. Okay, why Satyabhama, when she was started crying, it become very hot. Why? She was having the possessive nature. Krishna only for me. I want to enjoy with Krishna only for me. That okay. You can have a doubt. Prabhu, this is also good, no, Prabhu. We should have that mood. Krishna, this is my Krishna. I want to serve only myself to Krishna. I don't want to give any seva to Krishna as any other devotees to take part in the Krishna seva. No. You see? Yes, of course, we should have the possessiveness, no doubt at all. But even though we should have the paradukka dukki, parasukha sukhi, no, whatever the blissfulness, happiness, and greatness to serve Krishna, we should share to others also. That is why Mahaprabhu calling everyone. I am only the gardener. I have so much of mangoes. Please, everyone. I am unable to distribute to everything to everyone. Please come, everyone, take part. That mood should we should develop. Okay. Definitely, we'll take some points from Satyabhama. We should have that positiveness to serve Krishna, no doubt at all. Similarly, this immediately we should have that mood also. Right? Then another example given here. Bhima decided to kill Sisubala. When Sisubala keep on scolding Krishna, Bhima ready to kill Sisubala immediately. His face turned red and became covered with the tears of anger. Keep on unable to execute the desire immediately. Keep on tears coming from his eyes, Bhima's eyes. It appeared like the rising full moon covered with the drops of water and tinged with the red in the dawn. The example given here. Keep on crying. What to do? Because the beloved Krishna is followed by the unworthy fellow Sisubalan. That is why Bhima started crying. And disappointment from the disappointment. Effulgent with the reddish glow of her nails, she scattered the ground and tears darkened and by makeup sprinkled kumkuma reddened the breast. This is explained in the 10th canto, 60th chapter, 23rd verses. I think Radharani, Vishadena Yata Sri Dasame Padasujatana Sri Bhumam. This I could not get this. Rukmani, yeah, Rukmani, okay. Rukmani was standing in front of Krishna, and this is always I told you, when women want to get something, they will stand in front of her husband and bowing down their head, and their toenail is rubbing the earth. Anybody notice this one? Always happening this one. That means we should understand they want something. Right? This is olden days. Nowadays, not like that. Directly they're asking that as scolding, different case. So this is happening that Purana Kala. Okay? Vedic culture. This one. The same thing happened in Devahuti also. Devahuti also standing in front of the husband and rubbing their toenail the ground and asking, requesting. Then he asked, what do you want? Then she told, I got already 6 daughters, 6 or 9 daughters. Then I want, that is my own desire. I want our family desire. Then she requested one male child. Isn't it? Similarly, here Rukmini also bowing her head and her toe rubbing the earth, effulgent with the reddish glow of her nail. She scratched the ground and tears darkened by her high makeup sprinkled with kunkuma reddened the breast. She is having the black eyes, that Anjana coming on and falling on the breast. This is stood face down. She voice choked up, extremely sorrow. Why? Krishna always criticized him. In this condition, she started slightly disappointment. Then finally, Pralaya, the Ashta Sadhvika Vagara, last one is Pralaya. The Pralaya happens either happiness or distress. From happiness, Krishna suddenly appeared out of the tangle of creepers. The gopis, seeing that they were again united with him, became motionless and devoid of external consciousness. This is the best example. When Krishna appeared from the bushes, the kunja, all gopis are extremely suddenly appeared. So seeing were again united with Krishna, this is the, because of happiness, the devastation happens. Pralaya happens. Because of distress, again, example given, gopis entirely stopped the sensory activities and become fixed in meditation on Krishna. They lost all awareness of the external world, just like those who attain the platform of self-realization. When they lost Krishna, they are also again, because of heavy distress, they become devastated. These are all the best examples given here. So we have covered 8 Ashtavihara Bhava. So any doubt in this condition, we can discuss further. Hare Krishna. So we'll go the next slokas. Sloka number 112, correct? 1111. 112, okay. तान्देव नृत्य छादी स्वरूपेर आज्ञा दिल हृदय ज्ञानीय स्वरूप गैते लागिला. After abandoning the dancing, the Lord ordered Swarupa Damodara to sing. Understanding his mind, Swarupa Damodara began to sing as follows. So, pure devotees never give any gap. That is why we are requesting all the devotees, keep our mind always engaging in Krishna Bhakti to please Krishna. So we had, Prabhu, I preached 16 round mala. Okay. Immediately, you take the notes or see the schedule proper given to us. From early morning 3:30 to up to 9 night, 9 o'clock, there is no gap to continue our spiritual activities. Please better make a note. So what are the activities we have to do? Getting up, getting ready, putting tilaka, do our morning activities, do our Mangalarti, prepare for Boha for the Lord, offer to the Lord, and read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, listen lectures continuously. I think the temple devotees can understand the busiest schedule in Krishna Bhakti. There's no time. 24 hours not enough for Krishna devotees. We need another extra hours, 3-4 hours extra. We need. So similarly here, immediately Mahaprabhu ordering Swarupa Damodara to sing. Here, Seita Parana Nata Painu Yata Lahi Madana Dekana Churi Genu. Now I have gained the Lord of my life in the absence of whom I was being burned by Cupid and was withering away. This song refers to Srimati Radharani's meeting with Krishna at the holy place of Kurukshetra, where Lord Shri Krishna and his brother and sister came to visit when there was a solar eclipse in a song of separation from Krishna. When Radharani met Krishna at Kurukshetra, she remembered his intimate association with Vrindavana, and she thought, now I have gained the Lord of my life. In this absence of I was being burned by arrows of Cupid and thus I was withering away. Now I have my life again. So after 100 years, Vrajavasis are meeting Krishna in Kurukshetra. These portions were elaborately explained in Srimad Bhagavatam also. It's wonderful pastime. Here, when they're meeting each other, they're embracing each other, Rohini Mata and Devaki embracing Yasodamai, and everybody exchanging their loves. After seeing 100 years, Krishna embracing Nanda Maharaja, and not only Vrajavas is coming to see Krishna in Kurukshetra, many other kings are there. Everybody seeing Krishna there. Everybody glorifying each other. Then they are telling, oh, Vrajavadis, oh, Yadu dynasties, Yadu Vamsa, everybody, they are more fortunate because of Krishna took birth in your Yadu dynasty. You people are more fortunate, like that, everyone glorifying each other. And Krishna again explaining the tattva to gopis separately. He's calling the gopis, and gopis are coming in front of Krishna and explaining the real tattva. Bhagavad Gita, no, 10.8. Aham sarva pravashyo mata sarvam pravartate. The core point of the complete essence given by Krishna in Kurukshetra to all the gopis. I am Sarvavyapi. I am pervading everywhere as a spirit soul. Don't worry, don't lament. Because after seeing Krishna, everybody they're telling, we never bother about our body. Our prana hair, our life air is just coming, going in our body because of you only. to remember you only, to serve you only, nothing else. We don't have any desire, we don't have any our own satisfaction or desire. Like that, they are expressing in front of Krishna. Whatever they glorified Krishna and Krishna giving compassion and consoling all Vrajavasis and Gopis is explained in Vaishnava Doshani, very detailed and elaborate manner. There also looks like they are telling all Siddhanta sadhanas also trying to understand Krishna, you. So where we are, how can we understand you? Like that they are crying in front of Krishna. Please come back to Vrindavana. Please don't go again. Please come back to Vrindavana. They are requesting everybody there, their Lord. Please come back. Again, they are glorifying your navel is looks like the lotus, your face is lotus. We know we don't want to forget all those things. Please come, please come. They are requesting. Then they are telling Kurukshetra is less important for the great gopis than the Vrindavana. They are completely focused on Vrindavana only. That is why in this Ratha-Yatra, Mahaprabhu taking Jagannatha to Vrindavana, that is Gundicha Mandir. When this refrain, E Duya Uchiya Sware Gaya Damodara Anande Madhura Nirtya Karena Ishvara. When this refrain was loudly sung by Swarupa Damodara, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again began rhythmically dancing in transcendental bliss. धीरे धीरे जगन्नाथ करेन गमन आगे नृत्य करी चलेन सुचीर नंदना. The car of kitna? The car of Lord Jagannatha began to move slowly while the son of Mother Sachi went ahead and danced in front. This is another portion we are going to see in the other coming slokas. The competition in between Krishna and Radharani. There Mahaprabhu is Radharani, the mood, and Krishna Jagannatha himself. So here, coming front and dancing, and coming back and pushing the Ratha. And after pushing the Ratha, they are coming or not, Ratha is stopped there for a while. Then again, Mahaprabhu coming front, again, car started moving. This competition in between Mahaprabhu and Jagannatha is happening here, in between Krishna and Radharani. जगन्नाथे नेत्र धिया सबे नाचे गया कीर्तनीय सह प्रभु पाचे पाचे याया. While dancing and singing, all the devotees in front of Lord Jagannatha kept their eyes on him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to the end of the procession with the Sangeetna performance. Jagannathe Magna Prabhura Nayana Hridaya Srihasta Yuge Kare Geetare Abhinaya. His eyes and mind fully absorbed in Lord Jagannatha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to play the drama of the song with his two arms. So, that is why we discussed in Kurukshetra also, they want to stay in Vrindavana only. That is the same mood Mahaprabhu take Jagannatha to Vrindavana. That is why again the lila is happening here. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dramatically enacting the song, he would sometimes fall behind in the procession. At such times, Lord Jagannatha would come to a standstill. Fall behind in the procession. At such times, Lord Jagannatha would come to a standstill. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again went forward, Lord Jagannatha's car would slowly start again. So repeatedly, they want to exhibit their love. So we'll stop here at 118. Before that, we'll discuss one or two points about the Taraka Brahma Nama. In this Kali Yuga, we know Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the Taraka Brahma Nama given by Mahaprabhu to everyone. Taraka Brahma Nama means this is the only way, one way, no other way to attain the Supreme Lord, abode of Supreme Lord. This is called Taraka Brahma Nama or Mahamantra. What to speak about other yugas? Is there any Taraka Nama is there? Taraka Brahma Nama given or no? Given, huh? Everybody knows that Namas. What are those Taraka Brahma Namas? People chanted or not?
I don't know, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu?
I don't know, I said.
Yeah.
Prabhu, in Satya Yuga it is Om Nama Bhagavate Vasudeva.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this Maha Mantra is given to every yuga, not only in Kali Yuga, every yuga, but different level of understanding, different level of devotees, the mantra is given, the Nama is given. Actually, that is why this is called a Taraga Brahma Nama. In Satya Yuga, it is given Narayana Paraveda, Narayana Parakshara, Narayana Paramukti, Narayana Paragarigi. This is the Taraka Brahmanama in Satya Yoga. That is, people keep on chanting this one. This is called Aishwarya Gatanama. In Tri Yuga, it is given Aishwarya Satanama. Aishwarya means people are glorifying Narayana for getting different kind of opulences. Whether could be the Aishwarya means things or knowledge or health, whatever, or austerity. That is become Aishwarya Gadanama. In this Nama, we can get the Bhava, Santa Bhava and Dasya Bhava. Nothing else. In Satya Yuga, in this Taraka Brahma Nama, when we chant this one, it is refers to the Aishwarya Gada Nama, and we can get the Shanta Bhava and Dasya Bhava, nothing else. It says Narayana is the abode of all Vijnana, Mukti or liberation, and the ultimate goal. This is the Aishwarya Gada Bhava. Narayana is ultimate. It indicates like that. And that is why Narada chanting Narayana, Narayana always. You may have doubt. Because Prabhu, you said Aishwarya Bhava. Narada is an Aishwarya Bhava? No. Because he is applicable, Narada Maharishi is coming in all yugas, all four yugas. All four Taraka Brahma Mantra is applicable for Narada Maharishi. No doubt at all. Yeah, that is why he want to keep all the people in that Narada mood. But in Kali Yuga, we should keep our mood in the Krishna Prema. Then Treta Yuga, Rama Narayana Ananta, Muhunta Madhusudana, Krishna Keshava Kamsare, Hare Vaikunta Vamana. This is the Taraganama in Treta Yuga. In this Treta Yuga is also coming under the Aishwarya Gadanama. It is, we can see in this Dashya Bhava and a glimpse of Sakhya Bhava. Glimpse of Sakhya, not fully Sakhya Bhava, glimpse of Sakhya Bhava in this Bhava. All the names of Narayana are present, also Aishwarya Gada is there in it. And one more thing is, in this Vamana, finally, they are glorifying Vamana. Vamana became a Vikrama, and Vikrama became a Trivikrama. Right? Trivikrama means what? Vikrama means what? Expanding himself. And Trivikrama means measuring by 3 foot. 1 foot on earth, 1 foot on sky, and third one is on the head of Bali Maharaja. The 3 forms attracting the devotees. The 3 forms are very glorified one. We cannot remove our eyes when we see these 3 forms. That is why people are meditating on this Trivikrama form. That is why this mantra is given in the Treta Yuga. Rama Narayana Ananta, Mugunta Madhusudana, Krishna Kesava Kamsare, Hare Vaikunta Vamana. Why we are discussing this point is other 4 yugas Taraka Mantra. When we approach any devotee, they may ask, Prabhu, you are telling this is a Taraka Brahma Mantra for Kali Yuga, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. What about other yugas? We should know to satisfy the devotees. Yes, other yugas also mantras are there. It's based on the devotee level, based on the conscious, it is given. Now, This is Hare Krishna Mahamara has given. That we should know. That's why I'm giving this information. Then third one is Dwapara Yuga. In Dwapara Yuga, Hare Murare Madhukaita Bare, Gopala Govinda Mukunda Saure, Yagnesa Narayana Krishna Vishnu, Nirashrayam Jagadisha Raksha. This is the Taraka mantra in Dwapara Yuga. Here we will find four melos: Shanta Bhava, Dasya Bhava, Sakya Bhava, and Vasalya Bhava. See, there are four melos we can get in the Dwapara Yuga mantra. The last word is Nirashrayam. Nirashrayam Mam Jagadisha Rakshe. So I don't have any kind of Ashraya. So Supreme Lord is my ultimate shelter. He is in charge of universe. Please take to your abode. Even though we are worshipping this mood, it is also coming under the Aishwarya Gada. Dwapara Yuga mantra also coming under the Aishwarya Bhava. And finally, we know Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is completely Madhurya Bhava. We can get all five rasas in this mantra. It is not coming into the Aishwarya Gata, it is coming into the Madhurya Gata. Okay. Mahaprabhu exhibited, that is why he exhibited this complete bhava of this one. Okay. Mahaprabhu says, if you chant once, you will consider as Vaishnava. We are having doubt. Prabhu, I am doing for 10 years chanting, Prabhu, I am not getting taste. Okay. So that's why Yantra Mukhe Suni Ye Ekha Bhava Krishna Nama Say Pujya Say Vaishnava. If you have chanted Suddhanama, the pure name of Krishna once, then you are a Vaishnava. Okay. How to consider this one? Mahaprabhu says here, if you say one time Krishna Nama, you are considered a Vaishnava. Okay, agree, Prabhu. Then keep on chanting. What is the category of these people? What is the other level? Okay, I'll take Vaishnava. Agree, I follow Mahaprabhu footsteps. Okay, if anyone says Hare Krishna, okay, consider as a Vaishnava. Then, if you one always chanting, then you are Vaishnava Thara. Once you chanted Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you are Vaishnava, as per Mahaprabhu. Then if you always chanting, then you are Vaishnava Thara. Thara means the water flowing, the oil flowing continuously without any break. So we have to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without break. How possible, Prabhu? 16 round is very impossible. I am struggling to complete 16 round. So many devotees I know, night 11 o'clock chanting their 16 round and going to bed. That much busy in material activities. We know very well. So what to say about the Thara, Vaishnava Thara? Thara means continuously flowing. I don't know. Up to you. You take it, you practice, you become as a Vaishnava Thara. You should become Vaishnava Thara. Always chanting. Then Yankhara Darshane Mukhe Arshe Krishna Nama. This is called, when you come to the Vaishnava Thara level, this is comparative platform. First one is just uttering Krishna name, you are in the Vaishnava platform. Then we are thinking, Prabhu, I am not Vaishnava. What to talk about the Vaishnava Tara level? The third level, superlative platform, is called the Vaishnava Thama. That means if you just seeing such a Vaishnava, the mind and the tongue automatically chant Hare Krishna, then he is the topmost Vaishnava, that is Vaishnava Thama. Superlative position, superlative platform. Ourself continuously chanting to make ourselves a perfect Vaishnava, this is called Vaishnava Tara. When you see any Vaishnava with Tilaka, Kantimala, Javamala, Vaishnava dress, immediately our tongue and voice start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamudra automatically. Then Vaishnava Thama. Hope in this group everyone become a Vaishnava Thama very soon. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here. Any doubt, any comments, any questions, please. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Vaishnava Tara, Vaishnava Thama, everyone, everything is you only. So the easiest way for us to become or even think of becoming is to catch your lotus feet. So then we will be perfectly um, in the path of becoming at least not this lifetime, but sometime in coming lifetimes. So we can try to become. So please keep bestowing your mercy upon us. Don't leave us uh, all the conditioned souls so that we try to follow your footsteps, Prabhu. And wonderful explanation of Ashtasattvic Vikara and how these things works on our body at different platform. So, with the permission, I would like to add a few more points, Prabhu, from uh, more like a um, bodily transformations. It happens within this eight vikaras transformations. Why it happens? I will tell from, though I'm not expert, I heard from someone, maybe Manmohan Mataji being a doctor, she can also add if she has some expertise in this field. So why this Ashtasattvic Vikaras it manifests in our body. This is very important thing for us to know. Um, Actually, these vikaras, eight vikaras will happen even otherwise also. But when it happens, when we are in a prema with a pure love of Godhead, that bhava will be called Ashta Sattvika Vikar, because this transformation happens in our Sattvika mood, Sattvika Bhava. So we are in the pure consciousness. So in that conscious it happens. These are called Ashtasattvikas. Otherwise, these Ashtavikaras are already existent. Like tears coming and trembling and all these things happens even otherwise also. But this difference is that here it is happening on a Sattvika Bhava. So, from Ayurvedic perspective, just to try to understand this transformations of bodily transformations, it happens. See, in our body, we all know that it is made of five gross elements, Pancha Mahabhutas. The main thing which controls the whole bodily system is our life energy, the prana. So I'm talking from Ayurvedic perspective and correlate this with this Ashtasattvic Vikara transformations, which is being explained, Prabhu is explained. So when a devotee is overwhelmed with pure love, the bhava of pure love, our life energy, prana, becomes predominant. This is what it is explained. So then what happens? It starts interacting with each one of the five gross elements, that is earth, water, fire, ether, and air. So the interaction between the life energy and one of these five gross elements causes this Ashtasattvic Vikaras. So I'll not take very long time. Actually, very deep subject it is. We may not be able to deep dive and understand, but to broadly to say, when the prana, the life energy, comes in contact with the earth, the one of the gross element earth, then the symptoms of stamba, stunned, as Prabhu explained, will become stunned. So it is like this. So we become like a motionless. That movement, it is a interaction of life energy with earth, the one of the gross element, material elements, earth. So similarly, the life energy comes in contact with the water. Then symptoms of tears from the eyes that will be exhibited. So it is very scientific and from a very medical point of view also. It is practical. This is actually from Ayurvedic perspective also. So when the life energy comes in contact with the fire, symptoms of pale body becomes pale, and perspiration will start be exhibiting. So when the life energy comes in contact with ether, then symptoms of unconscious, so become unconscious, like Mahaprabhu's the transformation. One of the we seen he falls unconscious. So the devotee, when he exhibits this kind of a symptom, the pure love. So that moment when the life energy prana comes in contact with the ether within our body, one of the Panchamahabhutas, the symptoms of unconsciousness becomes exhibited. Now the last one is when life energy comes in contact with the air. The three different manifestations will be exhibited. One is shivering, trembling of the body, and faltering of the voice, and the hairs standing on the our body. So these three are three different manifestations are exhibited. So this is from Ayurvedic perspective. Understand how the interaction of the prana on a different gross elements, the interaction between them creates the this bodily transformations and manifestations. This happens even otherwise also, but when it happens in for a devotee who is in pure love, these are called Ashtasattvic Vikaras. So in a normal perspective, when it happens, interaction between them may even cause death also, because it is a so strong interaction between the life energy and one of these gross elements. It may one who becomes unconscious may go into coma. So likewise, so many things may happen. But when this transformation happens in Sattvika Bhava, this is completely different. That actually purifies our consciousness even further. So I thought of adding this additional information from what Prabhu has mentioned. Birgesh Prabhu has got something to say.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
So very excellent class. Actually, after today's in the morning, my regular work, so I felt sleepy. I slept for half an hour. Suddenly, Shyamasundara Prabhu awakened me. So I came to, by your mercy, I came to this class. Prabhuji, I have two questions. So this Ashtasattvic Vikar, so when they are coming in contact with these gross elements, so then this Vikar, the manifestations are there. So that, but the gross elements are 5, and the life here when coming and coming in contact, so how it is becoming 8? And you told with air there are 3 types. Even if you include them, so it will be 7. So how is it is 8?
I need to check, Prabhu, because I vaguely remembered from what maybe I missed something from my memory. Whatever I remembered, I told. Maybe I would have missed one of the item. I will check and I'll get back. I had to see where which lecture I heard about this. I'll check that and I'll get back. Somewhere I would have added notes also. Well, I'll get back. Maybe others who knows about this or who heard about this can add.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, my understanding, grass elements 5, you said, Panjabhuta 5, but different exhibitions. See, when you see that 8 Ashta Bhava, the predominant is fear, anger, detachment, and the disappointment, sorrow. These are repeatedly coming in the 8 viharas. That means the basic is these 3 only. Similarly, we are exhibiting with the 5 gross elements. That is my understanding. That's what given. They categorized 8. I don't know how to say.
I think fear is one missed out in this transformation. What I explained.
Yeah, fear is all. All eight Vihara, pier is there.
Oh, Dr. Mataji, I think she has some points to
She is
add.
having some points. Yes, yes, Mataji, please proceed.
Prabhuji, you can complete yourself, then I will explain also. No worries, Prabhu.
Yes,
First, you
Mataji,
can complete.
please, you continue, Mataji, no issue. Continue, Mataji.
I will try, Prabhu. Prabhuji has explained Panch Mahatatvas are there, and those will get affected. So we can try to understand the roots. Means Ayurveda is came from firstly there was only Yajurveda, and it was from that because it has been divided into three parts by Vyasadeva. So it is part of our Veda also. So it has been described in that. So when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is of 16 words. No, means there are 16 words. So those are compared with our 16 we can say body parts of our gross body. It means our five senses means Pach Gyanendriya, Pach Karmendriya, Pancha Pran, our one subtle body, that is mind, intellect, and false ego. So Ashtasatvik, in Ashtasatvik Bhava, what happens as per that philosophy, which has been explained by Prabhu as per Ayurveda, means it is part of Yajurveda actually. So here Ashta Sattvic Bhava means eight symptoms appear. It's because of three Gyanendriya gets affected, though means two Karmendriya gets affected. It becomes five. Uh, in Panchapran, Pran and Apan gets affected, so it becomes seven, and eighth one is our subtle body, means mind, false ego, and intellect. It's like that way, Prabhu. It has been explained by uh, Brahmadeva
Oh.
in Kalisantran Upanishad. 2 to 7 shlokas are there from second to 7. Once I have heard it, I have find it out. So I think because of that, what happens when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then our subtle and gross body means those are with impurities, no, it gets destroyed. Like that way, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting name of Jagannath, ja 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 ga ga. It was like that, no, like a stammering. It was his name in his mouth. He was Krishna himself, but he was expressing that symptom. Means one of the indriya gets affected is mouth, means vani or jiva or tongue we can say. That's why those are the symptoms, I think, Prabhu. I have tried to explain, Prabhu, but I am still ignorant. You can also explain, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yes,
Thank you,
Prabhu, Bir
Mataji.
Krishna Prabhu. You
Yeah,
share
just
it, Prabhu.
yeah. Thank you, Mataji. If you have, you can share in the groups for details. So that will be very nice. So, Prabhuji, my second question to you regarding you said for 24 hours we should have program. So I know you have the program. Can you please share with me, Prabhuji?
Prabhu, that you mean Prabhupada given the schedule, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 24 hours, how to engage in the service. So you said you have the programs we should make, so how to, utilize the time. So if you have, please share.
Yes, Prabhu. I am not practicing, but I observed so many Naishtik brahmacharis, temple brahmacharis. So even they are traveling in the train, immediately they take the chanting rounds. Even though they finish the 16th round there, immediately once they are entering the train, they're chanting, keeping chanting by immediately starting chanting. After settling in the train, I was traveled recently last week with one brahmachari who is taking care of Radha Kundi in Vrindavan. He was traveling with me. Around 7 hours we traveled together, discussing about Krishna Katha. So I observed so many things. While entering, is keeping chanting back and settling in the keeping all luggages in the train and sitting in the seat. Immediately taking Prabhupada book. Immediately taking his own Guru book. Started reading. In between 5 minutes, they are talking, discussing about the Krishna Katha. In between, sitting together nearby. That means completely engaging himself. He never bothered about any prasadam. He didn't order any prasadam in the train, Vande Bharat train. That means we should engage ourselves. That's why I told, get up 3:30, take your daily routine activities, take bath and everything, snana everything, then do the Mangalarti, then do Tulsiadi, sit chanting. Prabhu, what about a working person? Okay, wherever time permits, you start doing. If you have 5 minutes, do one round chanting, gap. In this way, we can make perfect Prabhu. That's why after lunch food, lunch prasadam, people are taking nap. Not allowed actually. Prabhu, I feel tired, Prabhu. Just now also you told, I am able to sleep. You told now. So, particularly for Vaishnavas, in daytime, once the sun raised, we should not go to bed. We should not sleep. This Shastra injection. Or Prabhu, I'm getting up 3:30, Prabhu. Not possible, Prabhu. No, no, don't say not possible. It is possible. Because gopis are saying in front of Krishna, the Krishna also told to gopis, your body is transcendental. You are not this material body. You are not having this material body. You are coming from Goloka Vrindavana to support my Lilas. Like Krishna himself telling to gopis. We are having, see, temple devotees are keep on working. I said they're not feeling this 24 hours not enough for them. Then what to talk about our people? They're our own mental contraction. So I don't have time, Prabhu. I feel tired, Prabhu. No. If it is possible, we will work. I'm telling again and again. So now we after 8 o'clock we feel tired, or 9 o'clock we will tired. Then immediately call coming from somewhere there and near or some any emergency, or somebody putting Lulu market giving some offer. When you are coming first 100 people, I'm giving 100 real for everyone, 2,000 real for everyone. I am in the first man, even though I feel tired. Why? The mind says, don't lose 1,000 real. So mind is the base. If I fix my mind in front, there's no point of body tiredness and all, isn't it? When Krishna starts speaking about Bhagavad Gita and you are not body, you are Atma, then how Arjuna before last his bow and arrow and kept on the chariot and sitting on the seat, how he got up? The word Krishna says, Yuddhashva, Mam Anusmarasya, Yuddhashva, get up. Then immediately stood up. So mind is main reason to make ourselves very enthused, very strong, very active always. It is possible. Because why Prabhupada fixing this time to do seva to please Krishna? Why? Because Krishna is waiting for me. That mood should develop in your mind. 7:15 Darshanarthi, 4:30 Mangalarti, 12:30 I have to offer Rajabhoga or whatever preparation in my house I have to offer to my Lord. Lord is waiting, Lord is waiting, Lord is waiting. That mood should come in our mind. Okay. Lord will not ask 11 to 12:30 lunch. No issue, Prabhu. 12:45 also, who will ask? No, 1 minute should not go extra. 12:30 immediately you have to keep your boha in front of the Lord. If it is getting delay, you should is it ready to get forgiveness from in front of the Lord? No, we never ask. Krishna, I am very sorry. Today 2 minutes late. Please forgive me. Tomorrow I'll give a little earlier. Anybody saying in front of the Lord? No. We are taking granted. Krishna will not get angry. Krishna is my Krishna. No. They are getting granted. So in this way, when we practice bhakti, it is possible to maintain our timing, maintain our sadhana perfect way. Again, question arises. Not possible, Prabhu. Working condition, I am alone, I am bachelor, I am my wife not supporting, my husband not supporting. So many obstacles are there. My exams, children exams are coming. I have to go run to pay the fees of college fees. My son is not capable. That boy is very capable. We are underestimating the boy. That is different case. So many things are there, Prabhu. To schedule ourselves, to plan ourselves, to please Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Haribol. Any questions?
Prabhu, if there are no questions, then you can conclude session.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. We'll close here. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Chaitanya Charitamrita study ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.